The presenters have made the face of it. They walk in with their fancy gadgets and they steal the show. But we are here today to rip open the curtain and show you who are behind the entire program, the co-hosts of Gift. I am here today to be doing mini podcasts with all of these wonderful co-hosts and be doing a trivia. The winner gets full-blown podcast. So let's start with our podcasts. I have a list of questions right here. I might post them in the chat. Or actually it's fine. I'm going to give you some time to think, write down your answers to those questions, and I'll ask it to you. Let's see what happens. I'll give you guys a minute or two to write down short answers. But if you guys think you can answer them now, we'll start. Anyone?
I'd like to answer the first one. It seems
because sometimes there's a team that really doesn't
I'm gonna answer the
quite
first one. My
fit
name is
in
Sam
just
and I'm
one
grade 8.
specific award, but this
Hello, Sam. What country do you live in?
Currently I'm in the Philippines and this is my home country, so it's pretty much it.
Does that inspire your background of palm trees and the beach?
I live in Antipolo, which is one of the highest points in San Luis, which is one of the highest points in Antipolo. So it's actually pretty urban.
Ooh, it's cool. Are you new to Gift, or have you hosted, or have you been
I
co-hosting?
agree as well. So
Oh,
I think we're done.
I've been here a while. My mom invited me
what?
here since
Since we're done with
I think a few
voting
years
and
back
we have a bit
when
of
they
time to
started.
rest before we go back to the meeting to the next group of students, and I'll see you there at 10 o'clock.
Does that background sound like? Okay, I think it's your mom. How and when were you introduced to Gift? You did say that your mom did, but were you like excited to be a part of Gift? Were you looking for opportunities, or was it more like she said it, I'm gonna go to Gift now?
My mom had a few connections when I found out of a gift. I remember waking up at 6 a.m. to join up because it is a 24-hour event. I was very excited the first time I went to Gift.
That's very cool. What do you think your favorite part about Gift is? Is it like is it the co-hosting? Like what part of it?
I do like being a co-host, but I think I like presenting more.
Yeah, presenting is also fun as well as being a co-host. I think I once co-host myself while presenting. That was funny. Could you tell me any of your memorial blooper or a funny moment that happened live during a Gift broadcast, if any?
I had a series of stutters at one point, I think at the start when I was co-hosting. And that embarrassed me, and I still dream about it to this day.
Stutters. If you could add one new feature or segment to any Gift session, what would it be?
I know people already can ask questions using the YouTube link or just joining as webinar without being a panelist, but I'd like to see a specific app or an add-on to a gift thing where they can actively see questions at the side, like in those live streams.
Oh, so like they're in the Gift itself, the Gift Zoom. Just that's
Yeah.
actually a cool idea. I have to take up Julie on that one. Right, that's your mini podcast, Sam. You did pretty good. No stutters this time, Sam. Good job. Who wants to go next? Nearby?
Yeah, sure. Would you like to start off?
Yeah, of course. What's your name and grade?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nearby, and I'm in grade 5, and I'm 10 years old.
Oh, 10 years old. Nearby, you're doing really good for 10 years old. What country do you live in right now?
So I live in Richland, Washington, in the United States currently.
United States. Live there too. Are you new to Gift, or have you already been co-hosting for several years?
Oh, I started co-hosting when I was 9, but I have I've been in Gift for maybe 5.5 years. Yeah.
2.5 years. Wait, I thought Gift started in like 2020. Oh, you're here from the beginning. Wow. Oh, wait, no, I gave away one of the questions. Oh, God. Anyways, how and when, or you already answered when, how were you introduced to Gift when you first started?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's a very long story. That's the very short answer. But I started off when I was in the pandemic, and I used to build lots of trucks when I was, 3. So from there, I had about 500 ideas throughout the entire of 2021 alone, or 2020 alone. And then that's when this innovation called the Scooty brush came to play. So this innovation was to help clean during pandemic stress, I believe. And this this will answer one of the next question after that. But then because of that, I would get so many more ideas like that, like each day. And so our parents wanted us to channelize those ideas in the right direction. And that's when Gift popped up to me. And that changed who I am today a lot.
So you have a lot of trucks at home, it seems.
I once did. Now it's in the garage.
Are there any other competitions or forums that you go to other than Gift?
Um, yes, I did. One recent one, a recent place that I did go was a conference in San Diego. So it was, unlike Gift, in person. And this interview, and it was more of me interviewing other people and then professors interviewing me. So I would go out to many booths that were, I may be saying some hyperboles here, but about a half a mile away, just in a convention center. But I would go ask and go to universities and listen to their talks. One particular one that caught my eye a lot was a researcher from Carnegie Mellon researching the sickle cell disease. So it was a great experience, and I was in that forum like a week ago. So thanks for asking that.
Very interesting. Speaking of that, I remember sometime earlier on in Gift, Julie was talking about something about disclosing your talk. What was that about?
Okay, that's the part I didn't talk about. That it's good that you pointed that out because it was a two-way thing. When I say two-way, I mean that it's not just I going to universities and talking to them and listening to their presentations. It's also all university professors coming to my stall and asking me. What was even weirder was that it was a high school expo. So I I I was a bit alone there. So at that time, I was presenting an innovation too. And the key details that, like I was saying to Julie, cannot be disclosed. That's the simple answer.
Official reasons, I'm sure. What is a memorable blooper or a funny moment that happened live during a gift broadcast, if any?
Yeah, this happened. Jake knows about this a lot. So when I had my first gift presentation, I that was the first time I presented, to be honest, in anywhere. So what happened was that my mom told that I was 5 when I started to present in gift. And then I interjected and told, I'm 4.5 in front of everybody, and everybody started laughing. So that was one funny moment that happened.
Better not get on Jake's bad side because he knows this. If you could add one new feature or segment to gift, what would it be?
Now, that's an excellent question. So it would be nice if there was maybe one day in gift where people all around, young innovators all around the world would meet people from universities who have done great research, like for example, through domains of medicine, through domains of physics, through domains of engineering. So if I could add one new feature or segment to gift, having that one day where people from all disciplines could come and meet together for for meeting with in their choice to people who have done lots of research and are very contributing to STEM, and a meeting with them one day in a year annually can be helped.
That seems interesting. All right, that's the wrap on your podcast. Nearby, you talked a lot. Let's just say that. I really loved your collective thought. Like, you thought a lot for your answers. So now moving on to Gian. So what's your name and grade?
I'm Gia and I'm in grade 9.
What country do you live in?
I live in India.
So are you new to Gift or have you already been co-hosting for several years?
I have been co-hosting for many years actually. I think since the second or third gift, I've been co-hosting and it's a very great experience. That's why I keep going.
Wow. How were you first introduced to Gift? Was it through your parents? Were you interested to show off some of your ideas or more?
Okay, so I was actually introduced to gift by a teacher. At first, I only saw the other students in the class present in gift. I think in May 2020, I saw them present. And then the teacher approached me and like, hey, do you want to do this? And I think I remember the first time I presented in gift, I showed like the mobile apps or something like that I made. And after that, I just got more immersed into this amazing platform. And I think my first gift was in January 2021.
So I've seen a bunch of your presentations and they're like really good. What are some other forums that you've taken these to?
Could you repeat that?
I've seen many of your presentations and they're really good. What are some other notable forums that you've taken them to?
So I've presented some of those projects in contests, and I've gotten at least to the last round if I might have not gotten a position. And I've shown them around school, like in exhibitions as well.
School and others. What do you think your favorite part about GIFT is?
My favorite part about GIFT is just meeting so many people and then hearing their amazing stories. And every idea is just so different, like all of the presentations and the discussions, and it's just so inspiring to see how young people everywhere, they can just like, they're actually making an impact. And although it's online, it somehow feels like we're all in the same room and we're cheering on each other. And I like that sense of community, and that's like my favorite thing.
So I've noticed the recurring theme throughout these mini podcasts. Our GIFT is very good for its community spirit and its supportiveness. I find that very true for myself as well. So what is a I can't say that. A memorable blooper or funny moment that has happened live during a GIFT podcast, if any?
Okay, so I was co-hosting, and I think, asking the presenter a question, or I was saying something to them, and my words kept on flagging. Although we were online, I felt like I could like see the presenter staring deep into my soul, like what the heck is she doing? And I just kept flagging my word. And the only thing I was saying is, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Chains of sorries. I've dealt with them too. It's there. You remember them. You remember those sorries a lot. So if you could add one new feature or segment to GIFT, what would it be?
Okay, so all of us and like the presenters, the co-hosts, the hosts, we all know each other as like the presenters or what we've done, what we're doing, but we don't know each other as people, do we? So I think there should be like a segment in GIF, maybe like as long as a panel discussion, where we could just talk to each other. You know what I mean?
As people rather than innovators. That's very cool. I mean, that's a good idea. I'm gonna also take that up with Julie. All right, so that's a wrap on yours. So before we get into trivia, I had an idea. What if you guys have a podcast with me real quick? So let's turn the table slightly. So let's do this in kind of order. Each one of you gets 2 questions, and it'll be Alex, Nearby, and Gia. Do you guys want to do that? All right, Alex, you want to start?
I have a question for you. Out of all the presentations you did, what was your favorite thing to present?
Ooh, this one's hard. I think my favorite thing to present was probably either today's presentation or my nanobot presentation, because I remember that my nanobot presentation, it was just like I found it cool because it was out of what was the norm at the day. I know nanobots are going to be the thing in future, but I just found it very interesting because it's not feasible at all. Like, or it could be feasible, but it's not like any of my projects today, which are kind of rational. But I just still remember the creativity doesn't always mean it could be implemented. But I just thought it was very cool to have the idea and it would be implemented. So that's probably my favorite one.
I get 2 questions, right?
It's fine. You can get 2.
What's one of the most interesting people you've met being in GIFT?
Ooh, it's probably going to be Jake because he's actually so funny. And every time I talk to him, he just like makes a joke. He makes the most serious of conversations, something so lighthearted. And I think that's helped me many times while presenting. Hey, Nearby, it's your turn. You're muted.
Yeah, so my question would be, my first question, because I don't want to waste too much time, is like you've done a lot of work in the game that you did with AI and ML um, this April. So are there any aspects of computer vision associated? And how was the task carried forward?
Could you repeat that, please?
Um, I believe that your game that you did this April had object recognition and computer vision.
Yes.
So, like, briefly explain how you carried out your workflow for that game
All right.
in
Thank you.
terms of AI.
That makes it much clearer. Also, nearby, you should have actually stayed because my presentation was right there. I explained it, but I'll do it again. So I used MIT has launched this program, and I find it very cool. It's called Teachable Machine. So you can. Yes.
Come on, I'm using it now.
Well, you're already familiar with it. I'm using Teachable Machine for all of those things. For my dice thing, I got around 1,200 images total of different kinds of dice, and I used them with another MIT run thing. It's like playground.raise.edu. It's like it's kind of like Scratch, but you can incorporate AI into it. So I found that very interesting. So I'm using that for now as my kind of workflow for this. Maybe on later on I could use more advanced things like, I don't know, GitHub or something.
Wow. I'm using Teachable Machine for a totally different project. Wow. So how do you get so much image sample?
All right. So basically this is gonna take me back to, I don't know, it's like really fun. So I had my camera. I could just quickly bring it up. It's like right over here. Yeah. It's like right over here. This is my camera that I used for that. And basically, underneath this, I had a kind of, oh my god, the wire's stuck. Give me a moment. Anyways, underneath this, I kind of had a box. I don't know, I might be able to find that too. But I had a box underneath this, and I kept my dice in there along with tissue paper. So basically, I could move the edge of this while the camera was taking image samples. So instead of each time having to readjust it, I could just move it while it's recording and make it different angles. And I have to say, it had a really good accuracy rate when I tested it out later on in the day. Like, I did the confusion matrix, and it was really, really straight on. All right.
Wow.
Good questions. Jeff, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is, where do you see GIF going into the future, and how would you like to contribute to that journey?
So I see Gift as it's already international. It's like, it's done a lot. I see Gift in the future as a program where people flock to attend, maybe even more than 24 hours. I feel like people will want to come to Gift in the future, and I want to contribute by making Gift a more fun place, I guess. Like that's what I'm known for, I guess. Being entertaining. Julie literally called me free entertainment. So I mean, I guess I guess I want to leave that mark on Gift. So I envision Gift in the future as a really, really big session that people flock to attend. And I hope to make and change it by being fun. So next
Yeah, I think if it was to be more than 24 hours, there'd be more of us.
Yeah, way more.
Yeah. And my second question, if there was to be a movie made about GIF, what do you think the name should be and why?
Ooh, that is good. So maybe it could be like gifted the power of innovation. That would be so good. Or something like that. I think that would be a suitable title. Or like a flame of innovation. Something like that that connects the fact that innovation is a driver in the society we are living in today. And gift is just trying to embody that. So I just would think of something like that probably. But thank you for the question. All right. So now, guys, let's move on to the trivia. My screen's still shared, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, before we move into the trivia, I have a little oath. I need you guys to raise your hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear
Trust my brain.
to trust
Trust-
my
To
brain,
trust my brain,
Not Google.
not Google,
not Google.
Not be Googling.
not be
Not be
Googling,
Googling.
Chat GPTing.
Chat
ChatGPT.
GPTing. Geminiing.
or Gemini.
For any answers.
For
Or
any
any-
answer.
For any answers.
Okay, so may gift trivia glory be earned fair and square. So let's get into it. On how it works. So first up, I will change the slide. It'll be like slide number 1, and I'll display a question. You guys have 30 seconds to answer your answer via the chat. You can have multiple responses. That is allowed. Once the time runs out, I will announce the correct answer, and if somebody got it, who got it, and move on to the next question. And if you get it, you'll answer, get a point. After all the questions are done, whoever has the most points wins. Amy's going to be keeping track of the points. So thank you, Amy. You're a lifesaver. Right. So, yeah, trivia time. I couldn't get you all excited. I had to put one slide barrier. All right, so drum roll, please. Oh wait, oh sorry. No. Okay. Sorry. I kind of messed up slightly. Give me a second. I have to correct one thing. Let's just call this technical difficulties, okay, guys? Okay, so I have my 30-second. No, wrong one. Yes, 30-second timer booted up. So I'm gonna be here for a second, and I'm gonna turn on the timer as soon as it starts. And also, as another surprise, I have this innovation. So if you go to Innovation World right now, there's a sound, and it's very funny. So I'm gonna like play it. I guess it's like 30 seconds to answer.
Hey, I'm pretty sure Julie Chevy and Jake Mendelson are the ones who kickstarted GIF.
So sorry, Alex, you have to type your answers. Let's just wait until the time runs out, and then we'll see who gets it. All right. So let's see. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's better. All right, guys. So the answer, really surprisingly, was Julie and Jake. Does anyone here know Julie's last name? That's a question. You know what? Yeah, the first person that enters that in the chat gets the point because you all know this one. Okay, Alex got it. Alex got it. I'm sorry, Gia. Alex gets the point for this one. So you all knew the answer. Okay, so let me move on to the next question and
And if he's spelling man's name first name wrong.
what?
Sid, did I not put Julie Shively there on the first try?
Oh, sorry. No, I messed it up. Sorry. No, Alex. I beg for your forgiveness, but it actually goes to nearby. Actually, no. But if he got it, then okay, it goes to G. I'm going all around. It goes to Gia, guys. She answered it first. I'm sorry for all the confusion I've caused. So now, time for the next question. Which organization originally worked together to launch GIFT? So basically, Gia gets it again. It was invent. Alex, amazing answer. Earth. I think that's a very interesting organization name. So yes, Invent Future did actually was the organization, I believe. And Innovation World. I think they're the same thing, but I believe they partnered to create Gift. So good job, guys. Good job. On to the next question. Not including this event, how many countries has Gift been featured in? This is a hard one, okay, guys? This is a hard one. So I'm going to wrong. Whoever gets the closest, by the around the end of the timer, I'm giving them the point. Seriously, Alex? I don't know. You're gonna get like, I should give a point for like being super funny. Oh my god, guys, Julie's actually cooking with this one. 6,000. Okay, let's see this. I think our time ran out. Or has it though? Okay, wait, Gia figured out how to crack the system. All right. So she was right again. Okay. How is she?
I remember looking at the website and then it said like presentations and presenters are like 74 countries or like 73 countries or something like that. And then I was like, what, 73 countries? Isn't that too much? And then that's how I remember.
I mean, Gia gets it again, guys. Alex, do better, please. Okay, for the fourth one, do you guys remember the year in which Gift first started? And bonus, if you guys can give the month. Or like, well, yeah, because all of the us here probably knows when it started. Okay. I feel like Alex is just trolling. Gia got it again.
No, I said 2021, see?
Wait, what? Oh yeah, you said 2020, but I said because in the beginning we all figured out that it's 2020. Remember, somebody here said it started in 2020, so I'm like, you guys all know that, so I should still do the month. You know what, Alex? I feel bad. You're getting the point for this one. 2020. Good job. You're cooking with this one. So let's begin to go on to the next one. Okay, I have to move slightly for my background to show up. All right. So the next question is, not including this event, how many total presenters participated in Gift? Okay, so it's gonna be interesting. $1,000-ish. 1,500. Your time is running out. So the answer to that question is around 2,131 presenters have presented in Gift so far, which I think a really, really good number. And there's 1,220 presentations, which is really good. So Gia gets the point. Next question. How many Gift events have been there, including this? So if you guys remember the beginning, in the opening ceremony, Julie actually gave the answer. 20 seconds left. Okay, let's just see what everyone says. At 20. So the answer, the point goes to Gia again. So apparently you know your gift. You know your gift information. Next question. What is the tool that Gift currently uses to present the schedule? Some of you might have this open in your tabs. So let's just see. All right, let's wait. So I'm gonna wait until the time runs out on this one. So the answer is, wait, what is the answer again? It's teamup.com. Not Google Calendar. No, sorry. And the point goes to Gia. Okay. Next question. Which was the previous tool that GIF used? Like, I mean, when I said previous tool, I meant like, let's say a year ago. Yeah, a year ago to keep track of the schedules. Okay, this one's turning everyone for a dizzy. Ooh, I thought this was gonna be easy. Let's see this. And it was on the gift site before, like if you could click on upcoming presentations, and Julie did share it with everyone. So this time, let's give you slight extra Microsoft Excel 000. I'm pretty sure it was Google Sheets. So that one, nobody got. Okay, Alex is apparently closer. He does have Google in the name, but Gia does have Excel, so I think they kind of cancel each other out. No one gets a point for that one. I'm sorry. 9. How much does it cost to present at a gift? Let's see. Oh, okay. So let's see. Okay, this one is hard because are we talking? Oh, and I'm talking in USD right now. Okay, so please put your answer down in the chat in USD. All right. So I'm gonna automatically okay. Okay. So the answer is absolutely none, which I'm gonna look at who got that one. Gia again. Okay, well, there's a chance, Gia. Let's go to the next one. How many times does gift currently occur every year? Right, let's see. So now we have an answer. And the person who answered this correctly was, believe it or not, I'm joking. It was nearby. Good job. It does occur biannually. I believe that is the term. Biannually every year. So good job. On to the next one. What event involving co-hosts takes place at the end of a gift session? I do expect, and it's not this, okay, guys? It's not this. Okay, I'm telling you right now. And Gia gets it again. You must really be wanting a podcast with me, Gia. Really do. Oh, did I forget to mention? Yeah, I'm the podcaster for it. So next one. What is the standard time allotted to co-hosts? I'm looking for complete answers. Oh, and when I say standard time, okay. Let me rephrase that. What is the average? And any new answers can come when I finish. When I finish a sentence, you can put answers. What is the standard duration that co-hosts are given? Let's see who answers it. About an hour. Alex, you got it. Because there was some confusion. That was error on my part. But good job, Alex. Next one. Was someone copied or something? I feel like I did this one at the start. But let's see. Who's going to answer it? Alex again. Good job. Okay. How many years did it take for co-hosts to be introduced to GIFT? Oh, this is a hard one. It will not be what you guys expect. It will not be that. I'm gonna tell you right now. And okay. I'm gonna. So the answer to that is 0. Co-hosts, a couple of hosts that were that actually got to help her out were there on the first ever session. So that means it took 0 years for co-hosts to be introduced to GIFT. So let's move on to the next one. What color is predominantly used in the GIFT logo? As well as this presentation, I might add. Let's see who gets it right. Wow, Gia's really putting the
I
RGB.
put green.
Gia's putting out the RGB. All right. So the answer to that one is blue, which I believe the first to answer that one is Gia again, I believe. Did you leave the meeting, or is that something wrong with my screen? All right, let's move on to the next one. What age range does GIFT primarily focus on for presenters? Ooh, it was an iPad. It's interesting. And let's just say nearby, you got it right. It is K to 12, but 5 and above works. Oh, Gia returned as iPad. Interesting. All right, so let's move on to the next question, which Amy, is the next question the last one? Give me a moment. Let me just quickly check. Oh, okay, 45. So I guess this is our last question. What age range? Oh, sorry, no. How many continents has had participants featured in GIFT? Let's see this. It's our last question, guys. And Alex got it again. Good job. All but Antarctica. So that is the answer. That is the amount of continents. Good job, everybody. I found this let me just, is my screen shared? Okay. I found this a very fun session. I really loved learning more about your co-hosting experiences. I think all of the listening audience will have a lot more to know than just the presenters. They'll have the people in the class. Amy, could you tell us the scores, please?
Yes, I had Gia at 11, Nirbai 2, and Alex 5.
Ooh, that one's very close, wouldn't you guys say? All right, Gia, I guess I'll get Julie to reach out to you or something. We could figure out the podcast. And thank you all for coming. I really like podcasting you.